Boss Cowboy Sports. Y'all should like today. Y'all definitely should like today. And I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Sometimes you gotta sit back. I'm gonna let y'all see it too. Sometimes you gotta sit back and just do your homework with the people. And this gonna be a test. Today gonna be a nice test. It's gonna be a test of the football heads. You know. Because sometimes content creators, they become like little pastors. Where they teaching all the time. Well, I can tell you as somebody who taught the Bible that sometimes you do your people a disjustice if you don't teach them how to see things for themselves. So we turning the page to the Little Giants. Glad for the W, I really am. But then at some point you gotta turn the page. But what we gonna do today is gonna be different. I'm a freestyle. I'm a straight up freestyle. And we gonna watch raw film. This ain't gonna be about me having no presentation. I'm not cutting it up. I'm not putting all the illustrations on it today. Because sometimes, like them pastors, you the only one fat on Revelation. You the one been in the Bible. You been studying, but nah, this is a test. Can we watch raw film together? And that's what we gonna do today. It's gonna be my first time doing it too. First time. So yeah, we go watch raw film, man. Real life. So y'all get ready, man. I'll be right back. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right. Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. All right. So sit back. You know, sometimes, or call in. I'm gonna throw up the phone line, and we go get right into the film. You know, this is why I said I was gonna be real today. Cause see, listen, people get like, what is Boss gonna talk about today? What is on the Law Nation show today? What is Big Game James talking about today? What did he prepare for us? Film. Film. Alright. So, and guess what? Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, when I watch film, I might not even be talking too much. That's why I say today gonna be a test. Cause you know, I was like, this is what I was doing. So I'm finna look at the Giants, All-22. But why do that quietly when I got so many diehard Cowboy fans? You know, turn on the film. These are the people that rock with you. They cool with you. Some of them don't like you. It's cool, but you still watching. That's cool. And let's just go through it together. Ain't that fair? But, and I really meant what I said, man. My boy, see, this is what I'm talking about. My boy, see, they say, I'm ready for this film breakdown. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm not breaking down film like that today. I'm just being honest. I'm not today. And so what we gonna do, we gonna go through it together. If y'all don't like this, I won't do it no more. I go back to doing my research in silence. I promise you. You know what I mean? But also being honest, sometimes you gotta test different stuff. You gotta just say, you know what? Let's see if the people that rock with Boss Cowboy Sports, just some of y'all like me don't want to talk. Y'all want to look. And so I'm gonna turn on the film. I'm gonna let it play, and I'm gonna just get on the phones, and we go just talk as I do work. Can we do that? I am gonna give a little bit of content though. You know I ain't gonna let y'all down. You know I ain't gonna do y'all like that.
Yoga fire.
I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But we gonna get into the film. So first, let me just turn on the phones, and then I'm gonna turn on the film, and then I got some obviously stuff like Dennis Houston re-signed. We can talk about that. Michael Gallup. We can talk about that. But it's a freestyle, so we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. You know what I mean? Because we definitely turning the page, right? And there's a time that you gotta turn the page. And I'm gonna be honest, some people really struggle with turning the page on a lot of different stuff, you know? Sometimes we're in relationships where you should have been turning the page. So what you mean? I did fire her. I did get a divorce, boss. Now, but you haven't turned the page. You still so emotional about what you should have moved on from. See, when you really have turned the page, you don't have major offense. You don't feel high. You don't feel low. You just move to the next challenge, the next opponent. And I'm happy about the win, but all right, enough of that. You know what I mean? All right, so I definitely want to say that real quick as I'm kind of preparing these phones. So I got the phone lines open, and then as soon as I get some people on the phone, I'm gonna just turn on the film now. I ain't gonna even wait. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna turn on the film. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm queuing everything up. One more thing before I get into this, you know, and just turn it on, because we go watch all the Giants. Hey, I'm gonna be here too. I ain't moving. I'm gonna watch both games. Boring as hell. Mickey say, love the title, boss. Little Giants. Absolutely. That's how I see them. I swear to God, man, I can't call them Giants. Little Giants. All right. But real quick, y'all tell me, do y'all want me to talk about this Dennis Houston stuff, or do y'all want to get in the film? Y'all let me know. Do y'all want to talk about Michael Gallup, or do y'all want to get into the film? Y'all let me know. For real. I'm going to rock how y'all want to rock. Mickey say, I called them the dwarfs. Exactly. Can't stand. And then I'm so glad we've been whooping the Giants these past years too, because they got cocky for, okay, film. Everybody saying film. I knew it. All right. I shouldn't even ask if they talk about film first. Listen, once we get, hold on real quick, before anything, why the hell is Cox a healthy scratch every week? Maybe Cox is not fully a healthy scratch. Because remember when they broke him out in training camp, he came out there with no knee brace, and he ran that running back down, and he showed that pursuit. Then all of a sudden he missed 2 days of practice. So they maybe threw him out there too fast. Keep your eyes on that. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes on that. You know what I mean? So, and then he also didn't have a knee brace, and then came back with a knee brace in training camp. So maybe he tweaked something, you know what I mean? And just had something to where it was like, let me slow it down. Because I don't know why Cox not getting, because they was trying to give Cox that act last year. It was clear. He was getting that act. And now he not getting that act. So I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so what I accidentally did, y'all, I accidentally got rid of my film. So it's gonna only take me Mickey say, I feel like it's the final word part 2. Oh no, man. How can it be the final word without the homies? You know what I mean? The homies make the final word. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I got that call line open. Y'all not calling in. But I don't need y'all to call in today. I'm gonna just go through this film. So let me pull it up. Yeah. So y'all sit back, man. We go watch some film. Let's just sit back, man. Y'all give me a second to pull it up. Like this is real freestyling today. I ain't get. Let's freestyle. All right, here we go. Y'all give me 1 second. How did I get rid of that? I had it all ready for y'all. I already had the game on and everything. But I'll pull it up quick, you know. So here we go. I'm at games. We gonna start with week 1. Then I'm gonna look at week 2. Usually, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Listen, do y'all want me to be honest or do y'all want me to lie? Y'all want me to be honest or do you want me to lie? If we being honest, nobody have time to break down all film. I know a lot of us act like we film experts. I got the film up now, but I'm just being honest. Nobody got time to break down all film. You can only do that a few times and with a few players. Most of us at most go break down 3 games per player and per team. So listen, when I was in college and we was preparing for the opponent, our coaches used to negotiate with the opposing team about which film they was gonna send over. And they would only send over 3, and then we would send over 3 to our opponent. So the rest that we broke down was broken down by data, tendencies by data, like how many times they ran a play out of certain formation, that type of stuff. We knew the data, but when it came down to putting eyes on these people, we only watched 3 games. So the reason why this is important before we get into this film, this also explains, I really want y'all to hear me. Mickey say Boston HD. Shout out to my boy, man. He got my HD. He got my camera looking good. He do. He got the 4K. Look at it. No glitching, no ticking. It's all clear. HD on your boy. Yeah, it is HD today. Appreciate that, Mickey. I like it. You know, recognize that HD is like me recognizing when you change your hair. You know what I mean? For a podcaster, it's like I noticed the upgrade. I appreciate that, Mickey. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your hair look nice today. You know how you be like, that's how I feel right now. Thank you, Mickey. But anyway, so sometimes, and y'all, I want y'all to hear me out. Because I'm explaining film, I'm explaining concepts. I'm also explaining a little bit why sometimes we argue over stuff. My boy C say, man, you feel me, C? Yeah, C, I'm telling the truth, bro. You know how you be like, man, your hair look nice, and she be like, oh, thank you. That's how I felt right there. I ain't gonna lie, I did. She, the HD boss. I'm like, yeah, man, my boy Star. I told y'all, Star get your stuff right. So if y'all trying to start a podcast, Star Breezy, y'all better hit him up. He'll get your stuff right. Even if you think it's right, he could be like, nah, boss, you got a 4K camera that you're not even. Anyway. But I want to explain this on film. I know I tripped out getting sidetracked, but now I'm back serious. Listen to me. So sometimes you can be talking to somebody and you can be like, man, this guy is a dog. And then somebody else will be like, man, they sorry. You be like, you crazy. You be like, no, you crazy. Sometimes you gotta say, okay, me and Keystone do this all the time because we go through draft cats together. You know what I'm saying? First we do it by ourselves, then we do it together. Okay. So I ask Keystone and he'll ask me, he'll say, which games you watch? And I do the same to him. I say, which games you watch? Because sometimes that's why y'all seeing the same player totally different. Or you seeing the same team totally different. Because you watch 3 games over here or 4 games over here, and I watched a whole different 4 games and saw a whole different team or individual. So real quick before I get into this film, because I said that's what we're getting ready to do. I just wanted to explain that real quick, because draft season is coming up and all of that. It's gonna be here before we know it, and most of us gonna start researching. Most of us already been researching, so I just wanted to explain that. So to the film, here we go. All right, so let's sit back. So this is Giants game 1. The Giants versus the Titans. So we starting with special teams. All right, so the first thing, if I'm just kind of peeping game, the first thing I would say is it looked like the Titans was coming out hard. What's up, coach? They look like they was definitely motivated on special teams. You see some hard hits. You can kind of see, and I'm just looking at it. I'm just using my eyes. That's all I'm doing. I'm using my eyes. All right. So Saquon, series 1 is Saquon. Hold on real quick. Let me pause. Because this is what I actually do. I actually break down this stuff by series. Because when I break this stuff down by series, I'm able to get a flow. All right. And then when you get a flow, I got the call lines open to y'all. So if y'all want to call in, we'll do this together. But I'm just listen, I'm getting ready to watch this film. And I'm gonna be talking, I guess, as I do it. But if I get quiet, that's honestly because I'm just breaking it down. Now, another thing that I want to say, when I'm initially watching film, I guess this is a show because I'm still talking through it. But as I'm watching film, I'm not first trying to break down the tendencies based on formations and stuff like that. The first thing that I'm doing, to be honest, is I'm looking at what flashes and what pops. I'm looking for the threats. BossCowboySports. Hold on. I got you turned down. BossCowboySports.
Yeah, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, coach.
I took that. Yeah, I took that. I turned the thing down, man. Yeah, man. This good show, man. You're showing people how to break down film, man.
Let's get it. All right. So, ooh, god damn, Daniel Jones, you idiot. All right. So he kept it. Read option. He took off with it at a late slide. Big dummy. So the first thing obviously you seeing is judgment issues or a judgment issue. That
was boss. You notice that was
and he did it again.
That was a counter with the quarterback. They made it look like we but they pulled. That was a count. That was a planned run for the quarterback.
Okay, because I thought it was a
that last one you said read off.
The last one that was planned. Yeah. They. Oh, see, I'm seeing major judgment issues. So that was a 3 and out on the first series. Now I'm going to the defense. All right. Yeah, let's just walk through it, coach. Now, this is the thing. If y'all see anything in the chat, hold on. If y'all see anything in the chat and want me to rewind it, I will. Coach, if you see anything and want me to rewind,
poor coverage. I see poor coverage, big time poor coverage by the Giants.
You mean
very poor coverage
on the special teams? Yeah, I see it too. Good job, coach. I see it too.
And and I got a thing that says why that was poor coverage, because the Titans were so aggressive, like we are aggressive at going at the punt. They make them stay home to try to block so much they forget about getting down the cover. So that helps both of our things of being able to cover and rush the punter. So we should be able to get some good returns and we get some good kicks.
I will say from that first play, I did like that run penetration. Those linebackers was fitting up in there real good. Just keeping it real. All right. Here we go. Play action.
I think what you're going to notice about this film right here, boss, is that the Giants do a lot of pressuring. They do a lot of blitzing. They keep their safety up, and they blitz. The last game I watched, they blitzed a lot. They don't feel that their front four can get there, so they apply a lot of pressure. You can see there's a lot of guys, even though they're playing against the Titans, there's a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Yeah, and listen, when I tell y'all, because I could tell Coach breaking down the tendencies, I'm looking for flash. So this is a good matchup right now with Coach and I on the phone, because he talking about the tendencies from already watching this. I'm talking about the flash. And the flash that I see, without looking at no scouting report or nothing, I see a good front. I see a good front seven. That's what I see. So far. Just so far. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, they big up front. They drafted big up front. I don't think they're real quick up front, but they just big. They're just taking up space. Your two defensive tackles are very big guys, but you can see by their foot movement. See, if you run that back, you look at the 93.
Let me find that.
Run that play back. See, watch his feet. His feet is not good at all. He's not fast at all. He just trying to take up space. They're not real mobile in the two defensive tackle guys. They just big.
Okay. I wanted to go look at that play again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be rewinding, but I wanted to go look at that touchdown. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, listen. This is what I do, y'all. I'm inviting y'all into how I break stuff down and look at stuff. I'm trying to see something on that touchdown real quick, Coach. Did you notice something on that touchdown? Okay, so they had him offset. Let me see who the matchup was. Okay, that was 59. Okay. So 59 extra stiff on that. All right, because I'm also looking for the matchups that we can exploit, right? You know what I mean? And one thing you can see is that dude was extra stiff. That's something like how you've been talking about, Coach, throwing to these running backs.
Yep. Our running backs can beat them on pass.
Yeah.
On pass routes. I think they line back, and they don't cover and I've been noticing they ain't been covering the flats real well. They don't. Their linebackers usually stay right there in the middle of the field. But I think that, again, going back to tendency, I think that with the Titans, because the Titans don't throw to Derrick Henry at all. So.
Yeah. Good kick.
But one thing we do know about this film, boss, early on, the Giants are committed to running the football. So if you stop their run, you beat them. And stopping the run is very, very important in this game.
Yeah, they ran.
Because everything they do is all play action.
Daniel Jones looking real suspect early. I mean, real suspect. So Cooper Rush looking better than this dude. Dump off to Saquon.
You know what it looks like to me, boss?
What's that?
Don't look like they changed too much of their offense from what Jason Garrett had.
And so far. Let me see.
Same formation, no crazy formations. A lot of bootlegs.
A lot. Yeah. See, they actually putting it on, in my opinion.
A lot of butt hooks.
The first series they came out running. The second, the right tackle got beat. See, and you got to see that type of stuff, because who that make you think of? Michael Parsons. You know what I mean? Ooh.
Now Parsons and our defensive ends got to be very careful about going inside, because with a mobile quarterback, we don't want Daniel Jones to get out on the outside and run for 10, 15, 20 yards, because he will get out on the perimeter and run. So we got to keep our rushing lanes. The most important people, I think, something, boss? If Parsons, we need to lock these guards to how they blocking, because bringing Parsons up the middle gives Daniel Jones nowhere to go if we box him in.
See,
He'll eat.
See, they looking kind of Kellen Moore-ish. They done went straight to gadget plays on the second series. Hold on real quick. All right, hold on. Let me pause this real quick. I got a super chat. Give me 1 second, coach. Let me read this. Landlord said, what's happening, Boston coach? This is a win-win for me. Great content, and I'm doing homework. I hope that's what people getting out of this. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, landlord. That's because listen, that's why I say I ain't faking today. I ain't coming like, hey, I got this presentation and we're gonna be talking about exactly. No, not today, man. We just watching.
One of the things I like about this coach when he was talking, boss, when he was talking about the about this film. One great thing about this is they're not doing no exotic stuff other than what we usually see in practice. So our defense should be very in tune to what they're doing, you know?
Yep.
I don't see too much difference.
Go ahead, coach. Go ahead.
I think that their offense is really basic. I think what they've really been trying to do more in all their games is not turn the football over. So they're telling their quarterback not to. You watch their routes. Their routes are not really. It's not nothing that puts them in danger of throwing interceptions.
Hold on, I miss landlord full chat. My bad, landlord. People say, man, read the whole thing, dog. My bad, bro. Landlord stupid. Let me read this. He say, all right, what's happening, Boston coach? This is a win-win for me. Great content, and I'm doing homework. Feel like I'm stealing, so I had to drop some. Oh, hell yeah, I had to read that. Yeah, man, y'all need to follow landlord lead, bro. If y'all feel like y'all stealing right now, cause see, y'all getting all 22. You understand? See, and this is for all them people that can't read the defense. If you're not looking at film like this, you can't read the defense either. But go ahead, coach.
Yeah, you can't read the defense when you looking at film. It's
not the TV version.
I think people think a lot of teams do a lot of exotic things. You can tell it when you talk about the secondary balls, there ain't but so many different coverages you can run. I mean, you can disguise it, but it's only gonna fall back to about 3 or 4 different coverages. And that's it.
Hey, but coach, as I'm watching this film, one tendency that I would say that I see is if I'm judging the first series by the second series, the first series they came out running, they was 3 and out. They looked like they immediately abandoned it and got gadgety. You know, that's one, right? So if I'm trying to study my opponent, right, and you always talk about committing to the run, that's one thing I could say that you stand on, right? It looked like if we hit Saquon in the mouth, and this is an early opinion because I got to go through all the tape to say this is facts. You know what I mean? But as an early opinion, if I'm trying to watch my enemy and his tendencies, good hit. Damn. If I'm trying to watch my enemy and his tendencies, it looked like if we can stop the run, it make them try to put it on Daniel Jones.
Right, and my thing is, they're going to test you physically first, and they feel that they can't beat the physical matchup. Then they go to gadgety and all kind of other stuff.
Yeah. So
defensive line. See what I'm talking about. You run that back, boss. You look at 7-1. I'm talking about their front. When we talk about the defensive line, not athletic in the defensive tackle part, not like a Osa or the guys that we got to get off blocks and get down straight down the line. If you don't run right into them, they're not gonna make tackles. They just the whole blocks. That's all they're really to do is the whole blocks. And they don't get pushed off the ball because they're big now. They don't get pushed off the ball.
They hold it.
They just
Yeah.
But Tennessee run a really not double team, and they're not really. But I also see they run a lot of man-to-man balls.
Oh man,
they run a lot of man-to-man.
I ain't even peeped that, coach. I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for
a
that.
lot of man-to-man.
I'm definitely taking a note of that. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for that. And another thing I'm gonna say, honestly, Tennessee just looking like they not all that. At least early. There's nothing scary about Tennessee. Nothing about them. So it's almost like when you see 2-0, is this a 2-0 that's like, whoo, whoo, or is this a 2-0 look kind of extra average?
Tennessee is coached by Gray Bravo, and he's a Bill Belichick guy. They're going to progressively get better and better as the season goes along.
Yeah, I'm certain I'm seeing what these boys doing. They is trying to put this game on Daniel Jones like some big dummies, at least early. Saquon ain't ran since the first series.
They roll it out on most of their passes. They roll out. See how to keep him. If you keep him at home, see what I'm talking about. If you keep him at home and make him try to escape up the middle, you got him. But if you can escape off the edge, see that pressure up the middle.
They putting this
so
all
it's
on
very
Daniel
important
Jones.
that our defensive tackles get pressure in the middle.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna be real interested if they adjust game 2. That's what I'm gonna be curious about. Or second half adjustment. I want to see that. And then we got a super chat. Let me take the super chat real quick. Let me pause it. Skeptical asks, you think our tight ends will step up? Yep, I sure do. I ain't worried about tight end at all. Not even a little bit.
Schultz is out.
They ain't said nothing yet. I think he can go play. I think he all right, just to be honest. Just the way they saying it. They saying a minor.
We don't know if the tight ends can catch or not. We ain't throw the ball to them yet.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, Coach, I think teams has figured out how to take that away, to be honest. That's why a lot of teams drop 7. They know what we doing now, Kellen Moore. They know what he's doing. All right, here we go. Whoo, they killing Henry. Yeah, this front look pretty nice. No push. I'm talking about no push. Hardly any. Okay. It's interesting. Okay, dump off. Ooh, wait. Who is Jackson? Jackson with the big hit. Say, hold on. You know I'm a defensive guy. Okay, that's a Dory? Say a Dory? Yaka, I see you, a Dory. Okay. Listen, I still love defense, y'all. So sorry if I get hyped from a hit. Oh, I see you, Dory. God damn. Say. That's why I say when I'm watching for flash.
Yeah. Well, you know something, boss? Well, I'm telling you what's going to really work in our run game on this. And I've been preaching this for a while. The sprint draw from under center.
Yeah,
because if you don't have athletic defensive tackles, right? If you run that sprint draw and give them space, you're gonna have running lanes, counters, anything. But we ran some good counters last week. I think OC said that in his film study yesterday, where he was liking the counter. See, that's a counter right there. See how that goes?
Yep.
Every time you pulling people, see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You pulling people, the defensive tackles, they get out of position, they done. They done. They're not gonna recover. But if you run right at them, right?
Ooh-wee. That worked. What Tennessee just did, that worked. Yeah, Tennessee, that's smart. They came out at that change with a hurry up, got that defensive confused, and he came free.
Hey, run that play back, boss. Who was that? Was that the? Let's see. That's it. Yeah, that's it. the drag route. See, when you playing that man-to-man, attacking them linebackers, see the linebackers can't keep up.
Yeah, I rewinded it a lot. My bad.
Yeah, attack them linebackers. Their linebackers are not good coverage guys. 59 and 48.
Yeah,
when they're playing this man-to-man,
yep.
they're not real good cover guys. This play coming up here, they lined the running back in the slot, I believe, and they matched him up with the linebacker.
Yep.
And he got lost in the trash.
Yeah.
So we run bunch sets and run. He's gonna get lost and he's gonna be in a trail thing. I don't think they want their linebackers in no bunch sets. That's a good set for us. I don't know if we run a lot of bunch sets.
Especially this, and this was from a concept like you're talking about. This will be a good time for 22 personnel with Zeke and Pollard to create that matchup issue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because right now, I definitely agree with you, Coach. That is the pattern as we're kind of trying to look at where the weak and we're looking at matchup issues. It looked like throwing at them linebackers is an opportunity for Dallas. I see
looking
it too.
48 on this play. Go back. He lost. You see, he looked like a fish out of the water, number 48. You know, in the middle. He not real sure. Now coming straight ahead, that's what he want to do.
Yeah. And see,
he lost. See.
Yeah, I see it. And another thing too, that play action working so good because they started off very running the ball. Tennessee was very committed early, so that's another reason why your linebackers, because that front seven was digging in. You know, they was digging in there.
Yeah, and any pass play, and that's why I would love to see Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott throw more passes coming from under the center. I understand that, the shotgun thing, but under the center makes the linebackers stop. They got to honor the run when the quarterback is under the center, regardless if you got to run back in the backfield. So when he comes out and he turns, anytime a quarterback turns your back to you, right, you're not going to go back in coverage. You don't know if he's going to hand the ball off. So he freezes you. When he turns, and by the time he turns and look down the field, you're a half step. But if he's looking at you at the shotgun, he can take a step back first, even though you got a back there, because It's going to take longer for that back to get to you. So that's just a nuance. I think a lot of the teams are knowing that they want to go play action. The best thing is to do it from under center because of the way it controls the linebackers.
And real quick, Mr. Boxing with the super chat said, "Boss, does Adoree give you Lawrence, Taylor, Rich?" Man, y'all stop, bro. I took me a while to get it. Oh man, y'all gonna get on your boy now. Hold on, let me take a quick pause real quick. So you gonna do me like that, bro? Because last night I was saying that Noah Brown is what was my receiver? Damn. Chris Carter. And see, y'all, I can't stand y'all, bro.
You could have went a whole lot of other ways of it.
Yeah, I should have said like Bolton. I should have said Bolton. You know what I mean? I was trying to say somebody that's slow, but they get open with routes. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let your boy make it, bro, for just using that, bro. Cause listen, bro, y'all can't just keep hammering me on that, dog. Y'all gonna make your boy have some issues. All right, hold on real quick. Before we get to the film, this is about turning the page. So it's time to turn the page on that joke. That joke ain't even funny no more. Somebody say Boldenish. Ooh, they own me, coach. They own me. Boldenish. All right, real quick, man. First of all, let me know if y'all enjoying this, man. Because listen, I didn't come today like I'm getting ready to teach. I'm getting ready to show you. I'm like, I actually want to just take my time and do what I do in private, but this time I'm doing it in front of y'all. You know what I mean? Where I slowly kind of go through and watch the patterns and I start looking for weaknesses. So usually this would happen, coach. When I do this, I come back and I say, after watching, this is the matchup we should attack based on what I watched. But today, Tyrone Church say Noah Brown, Hines Ward. Yeah. See, that's a good come too. Like anybody that was slow, but that one on being technical was what I was trying to say. And I appreciate it. Look like y'all loving it. Also, I already know what we usually do before we get back into the film. We forget. Happens all the time. Y'all sit in here. We watching.
I like to tell people.
Hold on real quick, Coach. I'm almost finished. Remember to hit that like, because that's what is going to get this shared. All right. So just continue to do that. And I really appreciate it. All right, back to the film. All right, what was you saying, Coach?
Hey, boss, I like to tell people, the first thing when I do, I try to do when I'm, now, first thing I look at when I'm looking at the next opponent, first thing I look at the box scores. And I look for a couple things. Yes, we want to look at how they score. Yes, we want to look at their rush yards and their passing yards. But I look at time of possession. I look at the amount of plays they made, right? Mm-hmm. And I look at penalties, right? Mm-hmm. And how many times they punted the ball, right? Because that gives me a flow about, did they control the game by having the ball? Did they control the game by running a lot of offensive plays, and they didn't really punt the ball that much? That gives me an outlook before I even look at the film about who really controlled the game. And then I watch the film to watch players, as well as I watch you watch plays, but you got to also watch the flow of the game as well, about when things happen, because you'll get a kind of a tendency to know when they got it going good, what they do. Because teams, when things going bad, the whole playbook change when they trying to get out of a rut. But when they going good, they start doing all kind of crazy stuff.
So Darren said Coach Marv is Dan Quinn-ish. Man, I hate y'all, bro. Hey, real quick. Okay, so I want to test y'all. What are you seeing from what Coach Marv said? What is the flow that you're seeing? Because let me just wait. I'm going to give y'all about 20 seconds to answer. What is the flow that you're seeing in this game? Now, I'm going to give y'all about 20 seconds, and I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I'm seeing so far. And this is also why it's good to take notes series by series. It's good to take notes series by series, because what I'm getting ready to break down, when you break it down series by series, you notice the tendencies and the trends that Coach Marv was talking about. So I'm just waiting on y'all to answer. And then D.A. Lee say Daniel Jones, read and go. Absolutely. Especially after the first series. Man, somebody said, how about Tom Landish? Listen, I'm gonna only let y'all do this for one more day. I'm gonna start hitting y'all back. I promise y'all. I'm gonna start hitting y'all back. All right. So anyway, Tyrone Church said Cowboys got wide receiver comp is CeeDee Lamb, is Santana, Homeless, Noah Brown, Hines Ward, and Gallup Young Keisha. Man, stop. It did. Mr. Fahrenheit said, I hope y'all looking or remember Kadarius Toney had 189 yards against the Cowboys last year, so don't just focus on Saquon. Nah, bro, we just watching film, bro. See, that's why I say I'm not in here teaching. You know what I'm saying? We just watching film, so we not saying who or what right now. So I only saw one person answer, so I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing because I've been taking notes on the series. Both teams started with the run, okay? New York quickly abandoned it literally after the first series. Tennessee was different. Tennessee stayed with the run for about 2.5 series. They just opened it up and start throwing now. So if I'm trying to get a tendency of what both OCs are like, right? Because we go play Tennessee too, right? So because we play Tennessee, it's good to have notes on both. So what I would say, when you going against Tennessee, they go stick to the run, but then they go start testing you with play action after that. That's the trend that I'm seeing early. What I see with the Giants is they are trying to go with Jones to be their hero, and if they don't establish the run early, they will go away from it. That's the tendency what I'm seeing right now. So then when we get to the half, what I'm gonna be able to see is, did they adjust? Did they do anything different? So I'm able to see the tendencies. I'm able to see the flash. The people that's flashing right now is New York's ability to stop the run. But it's also what's flashing is the fact that they look like they don't match up well when you throw to the running backs out the backfield. So I got all of that from just watching the first 4 series and taking notes. All right, so I just want to talk about that real quick, Coach. Do you have anything on that, Coach?
Well, yeah, I'm seeing the exact same thing with that you're seeing, and but you know something very hard about a first game. First game, the first game is always trying to feel out where your team is at.
Yeah.
And that's why when we usually, even in high school, when you know how this is, boss. When you watch really three tapes. It's hard to do that after the first game, but you usually watch 3 tapes because you see where the team start doing well, and then they get into their rhythm about what they are in the second game. Because if you watch the Cowboys' first film, right?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't really scout us because we got into a better game plan in game 2.
Second game.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
they came out in the 4th series. This is the 4th series. They coming out feeding Saquon. So this is a change up from what they was doing in the other 2 series. So, and Coach Marv, you did right on that, and I 100% agree. That's why you got to watch about 3 games. They going right back to Saquon, and it's working. It's working. So, okay. So I'm looking for tendencies and flash, and the flash is clearly Saquon. Horrible job setting the edge. So that's something that I would say that we got to do, right? You got to set the edge with Saquon. You got to, because you let him outside, it's over. Yeah, we could see they coming out on the 4th series as a change up where they running the ball. It's clear. It's clear. So that's why I say I want to see what they gonna change. Yeah. Go ahead, Coach.
They spread you out, and what they probably felt is say, okay, we could block you one-on-one, so we spread you out, and we just doing one-on-one blocks. Now that opens up the pass. See, now they open up. Now they get a pass, and probably going right back to the run again.
Yep, you was right. Yeah, man. Shoot, let me see.
And knowing their tendencies now, the next play they probably roll out. And I ain't never seen this film. I'm just tell you what I'm feeling here. Is either be a run or they're gonna try to get the quarterback on the perimeter. Well, they should have. See what I'm saying? If you keep him in the middle of that pocket, he'll turn the ball over. Don't let him get to the perimeter. Keep him right in the middle, and let your defensive tackles eat. That's why our defensive tackles is gonna have to be very important. But that's a bad guy though. That Tennessee got one of the better defensive tackles. That guy number 9, he's a bad guy.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, he bad. He bad. I'm in a fantasy football league last year I had a defensive tackle, and he dominated in points. Man, he's good.
See, Nick said 75 got smoked. What play, big dog? On a pass play? And with 75? Well, I'm sorry, man. I wish I would have called it. Yeah, Bob Hicks said Armstrong and D-Line got to blow the edge up. I agree. Yep, I agree, Bob. Totally agree with you, big dog. See Tennessee. Tennessee looking just.
Yeah, I think any runs we put in our lineman like we did last week would be good. I don't know why we can't run a screen pass. We don't never run a good screen pass. We must be tipping that off when we run screen. We must have the same formation that teams are seeing that tells us screen pass all the way.
Tannehill is garbage. Tannehill is garbage.
What you say? Who was garbage?
Yeah, Tannehill. The boy got a. Ooh, say who was? Ooh, say that boy laid. Is that Banks? God, look at this hit on. Ooh, I love defense. Say, look at this hit he put on that boy. Henry, did you lose a step, old man? Hold on. Ooh, say he put that hit on Henry. Henry, you look like you done lost a step, big dog. Boy, 48. Boom, coming off a block. God. And he beat a block. LVE, pay attention. This is how to beat a block and still come with force. Yuck out! Ooh, I love football. Ooh.
Yeah, but guess you don't see coming, boy.
That'll get you.
That'll get you.
Man.
That's one of them hits, boss. When you hit him, you say, "Wake up."
Yeah, we gotta attack their linebackers.
That's when you tell them, "Wake up."
Coach, it looked like we gotta attack they. Look, this is what I'm saying. It looked like we gotta attack their linebackers.
Yeah,
with tight ends.
Linebackers are they're coming forward, but they're not.
They can't cover for nothing.
They look like they're a little lost out there in coverage.
Yep. They look very wump when it comes to pass protection, not pass protection, coverage. See, they can run stop, but man, I like Adoree. I like Adoree, man. Adoree done grew up. I like physical corners, man. I do. I like corners that's not finesse. That'll come up there and hit you in your mouth. Yeah, D.A. Lee, mesh concepts. Some high-low concepts too. Yeah, 12. Yeah, 12, Aaron. I agree. This is definitely a 12 personnel game. Well, so far. This is also after watching one half. I gotta watch at least 3 games. Well, it's gonna be 2. So
now I will say this. It's something I mentioned to you earlier, boss, when we talked. There's not a lot of rotation on their defensive line.
Yeah, you told me that
I've
earlier.
seen maybe about 5, maybe 6 defensive linemen. That's it in this entire game. So there is not a lot of rotation. So they're probably not real deep in the defensive line position. And you got to understand, they have questions in their linebackers because that's why they just signed Jalen back yesterday. They just signed Jalen back to press why he might be activated for the game. You never know.
Yeah. And good for Jalen, man.
Oh yeah, I'm glad good to see him back in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Ooh, they should have, man, safety is scary. He should have killed Saquon right there, man. You want to watch somebody scared? Y'all want to see a scared dude? Who was that? Missed that tackle on Saquon. Hold on. It's coming. Y'all forgive me. You had a clear lane to knock his head off. That's why safety's got to be real G's. You can't have no
run that play back again, boss.
Which one?
Here it is again.
Oh yeah,
up the middle. We gotta put pressure of the Daniel Jones of the middle.
Here it is. This the play. They go pitch it to Saquon. And this dude right here had a clear lane. He should have knocked his head clearly off. Watch this. Man, you scary, boy. You bought. Ooh, you should have killed Saquon right there. See, that's why you need real safeties. Who was that? Just, boy, you should have. Ooh, right there. But, Saquon did hit him with that jab step. You know what I mean? Saquon nice.
Yeah.
Saquon nice.
That's the guy out of Kentucky. That's the guy out of Kentucky, number 48, who came from Pittsburgh.
Ooh, yeah, Saquon, all they got. We finna beat these boys. These boys ain't got nothing. Well, let me slow down.
Now,
I gotta
one
watch
thing I
game
know
2.
Now we gotta understand something about Tennessee, right? Tennessee doesn't run. They don't run those. They line up the same way just about every time. They don't go and do a whole lot of in the line of scrimmage, 3 on one side. Anytime they line up in their basic 4-3, and that's it. Or 4-3 under, and that's how they go. So these Tennessee feel to say, hey, we try to play fundamental sound, but we give up a lot of gaps. We just hoping that we can two-gap and stop runs.
Man, I don't want to sound cocky, but the Giants' offense look real
vanilla. They look vanilla. Now I watched some Carolina film. It look vanilla against them. It looks very vanilla.
Yep.
If you stop, listen, fans, if we stop Saquon Barkley, right,
Yeah.
we'll have the right to hunt the quarterback.
Right.
But if we allow them to run, they're gonna try to shorten the game. Because when you don't have as much talent, you try to shorten the game. So you're gonna try to shorten the game to give to speed our offense up. Because if I was a coach, I would love to speed Cooper Rush up to make you a little bit impatient. Because I'm not saying Cooper Rush is not a good quarterback, but he's a backup quarterback. So I'm gonna speed him up and I'm gonna blitz him. You're gonna see a lot more blitzes from the Giants defense against Cooper Rush than we will see against Dak Prescott. Because Dak Prescott is a veteran quarterback and he usually good against the rush. And the reason why they stopping these runs, ball, because they all up on line of scrimmage. They linebackers and everything up on line of scrimmage. It's not like they get no pass rush. Johnny Hill got time. I ain't really seen him pressure none of them days. He got time. He was in the pocket.
Yeah, that pass rush is kind of wump. Yeah, it is. You right.
Yeah, that pass rush. Yeah, look at this. He just lunch back there. That's not. And people might look at that and say, well, he running. He had about 5 seconds. Eventually if somebody gonna get free, and you gonna have to get out of there. But look how long he got back there.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. We way better than the Giants up front too. Boy.
Yeah.
So,
They're gonna run now.
Yeah, that run's starting to work now.
Now watch this.
Ooh,
Was that a trap? Let me see if that was somebody. If you pull the lineman on that one.
Let me see.
Yep, trap. I told you, anything you pull with those big slow guys, that I'm not saying they're slow, but they're not real. They don't move laterally real well. So any traps, any counters, you gonna get room.
Yeah, let me look. Let me look for this pull action. This trap. I ain't see no trap right there.
Here's gonna be a trap right here. Bam. You gonna get their defense, their tackles are gonna be standing there, so you can trap them easy because they don't move too well.
Yeah.
They look at the defensive tackles will be in the same spot the whole time. They don't get pushed back, but they don't move right to left.
Yeah. Another thing also too that's also becoming obvious, that running game is getting better as the game is going on. So,
And
you know,
why is that? Remember I told you they don't train their defensive line out much. So now fatigue is a big factor on this team. That's why you got to be very committed to run the ball and let our guys pound on them, because it'll make everything easier at the end of the game. It'll slow the pass rush down. It'll put stress on the people in the back end. They thin, as landlord said, they're real thin on the defensive ends. They don't have a big rotation in the middle, so pounding on these guys. We got a very physical offensive line, and we should have a heavy dose of running to the right hand side this week. We should utilize Steele and Zach Martin to really pound on these guys. Last year, that's what we did. We made them quit.
I would also say
we made them quit.
Tony Pollard is real good for a game like this. Change your pace back. Oh my God, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now see, if we was creative, man, if we had a very creative run game, if we had a run game coordinator, which is still, I regress. Well, anyway, if we had a creative run game coordinator, he would design runs with both of those running backs in the backfield, where you have some misdirection when one go one way and the other one comes the other way, where you'll get those guys, because a lot of these guys they just keying on a running back. So you got both of them in there. You have to, instead of running, we don't have them there 4 years. We should have some cross bucks or stuff like that to make them to play it honest.
Yeah, man, these Johns, bro. We finna whoop these Johns. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to sound cocky, but finna whoop them, dog. With Cooper Rush.
Yeah, we gotta be smart.
Yeah.
And we gotta play a game that's we gotta be physical. We gotta have a physical nature to our game, and we gotta hit. One thing about Saquon, yes, he like to run. I don't know if he's a tough guy.
Yeah, they whole offense is Saquon. It ain't nothing working today but Saquon.
Oh yeah, well, you know something? When you got a guy like that, he's been Saquon has been underutilized, even though he's been hurt, but he's been underutilized for the time after his rookie season. So I don't see them. They don't have a great tight end. I don't see them attacking the middle of the field with any passes.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm still trying to see where the tendency came in, or why they lost this game. Why Tennessee lost this game.
And let me check the down and distance on this real quick. Oh, damn. This film don't even show that.
That's dangerous. I know the coach is like, no. What else, halftime?
They not even showing it. So this particular film just show. Oh, you can see it, but I would have to pull it up like this. So that
it had to be halftime because they didn't score in that possession. They kicked the ball off. So
yeah, this is the way you can see it. Let me see. Yeah, that running game heating up. It's heating up late. You know what I mean? Going back to your point.
So yeah,
going back to your point. I got a question,
boss. And I know this is technical.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get to all 22? Is a thing you have to set up or pay for a licensing with the NFL?
Yeah, it's a couple of ways. The easiest way is to get it off NFL.com. Get that free. right now, free 99. It's not gonna be of this quality. It's a whole nother process to get it to this quality. You know what I'm saying? It's technical.
Okay.
But I'll show you real quick. Let me just show you. I'll show you a free way. All right, free and easy way. So right here, if you go to NFL.com, all right, and then you can just go to end zone when you go to the film. So you can look at it like this. So this is the Panthers versus New York right here, right? So if I click on that, you go see the All-22 film show up. All right, so okay, so that video didn't work that way, so I'm gonna try it this way. I'm gonna try the end zone way. So it's not working under this format, but it should work at your house. All right, when you pull it up at your house, when you go to NFL, let me see. I think it's under videos. I'm gonna try to do it like it's from scratch. All right, so hold on real quick. I think I need to pick a team. Hold on real quick. Schedule, team. Yeah, teams. I don't want that. They give me a strike. All right, so I'm gonna pick a team. So let's pick real quick, showing y'all how to do this. Because a lot of people don't know how to pull up some type of All-22. So let's pick Dallas. All right. So view profile. Let me see. And so this was the Cincinnati game right here. Okay, Cincinnati versus Bengals. So I'm gonna hit replay right here. Let me see. Actually, that didn't work because I got a whole different format on mine. But anyway, I'll show you offline, Coach. It's easy. All right.
But you can go to NFL.com and get the version, but it'll give you the full field.
It's gonna give you the full field.
Okay.
Free 99. Free. Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't gotta pay for it. I pay for it because I get it clean like this, like clean. And you know, obviously when you're doing content, you want a clean copy. You know what I mean? Because you know, people, it's fuzzy, boss. It's fuzzy, boss.
You want a clean copy, yeah.
Boss, it's fuzzy. I can't watch your channel. Real football people like, I'll watch whatever film, brother. I mean that too. These boy going with the Wildcat.
Well, 48, if he playing around the line of scrimmage, he coming. Now that's what he wanted. I think that's that guy out of Kentucky, their second round draft pick out last year from Kentucky, who played with Boss Man.
My boy landlord say you got to go to scores. So he's saying it's another. See, I didn't even know about that, so I'm gonna write that down. So he's saying it's another way you can get them All-22. You know, landlord know he do content, so he able to, you know.
Man, they came back and just won this game because they were down in this game, and I'm trying to figure out how Tennessee allowed the momentum. I just can't remember if New York got some big plays or something. New York does not show me a team that's really explosive and really
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Oh my God, Saquon Barkley out the building. You gotta watch this dude. You gotta watch out for this dude. Real quick, my boy Studi will say, that's why I F with you, boss. You really for the people. In Mike Fish voice. No cut, straight dope. Yeah, bro. I really, you know. Hey man. My boy J Tuck, he always says it's about the community, bro. It really is.
Yeah, Barkley was one of the big plays. I knew it was something that got them out of the hole.
Man, I can't stand Saquon. I'm talking. I can't stand because he'll be quiet all day and he'll just shoo. You know, don't give that dude no space. That dude would be but he wasn't actually quiet all day. He the only thing they got going. And I'm talking about watching this from, you know, we ain't talking about watching stats. We talking about what the film's showing. He the only thing that really they got going. Yeah.
So Fowler, Armstrong, Even in watching our film, uh, and I think Quinn mentioned this in this presser. You're gonna see Anthony Ball on the outside a lot. Anthony Ball did a very good job in the middle of this past game, as well as setting the edge. He does a good job of setting the edge. So that's very important. You know, there's been some problems with us of setting the edge sometimes. So setting the edge is going to be very crucial this game to keep Saquon inside those tackles. I don't think he want to be inside the tackles. I don't think he want to take those hits like that. He want to get to the outside.
Woo. Say, man, Saquon. I'm talking about, man, that boy Saquon so smooth. That boy jump cut just flawless, man.
Well, that was good. That was a good block by the tackle or tight end or something. Good down block.
Did you? Ooh, I'm finna say. So, I'm finna say. Yeah, man. So I appreciate everybody, man, rocking with Boss Cowboy Sports and Coach Marv, man. This is not a planned breakdown. This is just observing. I appreciate y'all being real football junkies that'll sit up here and watch it, because I know a lot of y'all already watched it, but some of y'all didn't watch it through this view, the All-22 view, you know, where you can see all 22 players on the field. It just shows you a whole lot more. And y'all let me know if y'all want to sometimes do this. Y'all let me know. Do y'all want these just dry? Let me take a quick pause. Now I'm gonna just say it. Do y'all want sometimes these just dry, where we do homework together? That's why I called it raw. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all want it raw? You know what I'm saying? Or do y'all want it to be kind of like the pastors, where they learn the whole Bible for you, so you don't even learn it for yourself?
All right. And you know something, you mentioned that, boss, and that's a good thing, because see, when you get a chance to look at it this way and just have some light commentary of seeing what you're seeing, or someone talk about these little small little points, then you don't get fooled by the craziness in Cowboy land when they tell you, oh man, when we ain't run the ball, and when we sit here and we watch this film, we watch the other teams run the ball against them, and then we say, oh, we run the ball 10 times, and you're like, well, we couldn't run the ball because they were so tough on the defense. And then you would say, see the film, say, well, they wasn't tough on the defense last week. Well, they must have got really good. Then you won't fall for the hypocrisy sometimes of people giving their opinion that don't even watch film. Right. But believe you me, there's a lot of people who give their opinion that don't even watch none of this. Right. They just go off what they see on the stat sheet and what somebody tell them, or the highlights.
Right.
Again, no pass rush. We have anybody, you know, in the chat, they just incomplete pass. Tannehill just throwing incompletions.
Yeah.
It's not like he's under no pressure.
Right.
And he's doing the same thing. Now I said this again. Bad average quarterbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't like throwing the ball down the middle of the field, because it's a lot of moving parts in the middle of the field. You got to be precise when you throw the ball down the middle of the field, but it's the biggest reward.
Yeah, a lot of y'all saying that y'all straight with this. All right, if y'all straight with this, we'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? On days that where I'm just kind of just observing series and patterns and trying to look for flash with my opponents, this is part of my process. I just turn it on and go live. No plan, just let's go. You know, and if Coach Marv's sitting with me, we'll do it together. If not, then we'll. Oh man.
You know something? I'm noticing something about the Giants.
What's
no
that?
Team speed.
Yeah. I don't see. They not gonna beat us. I'm just sorry.
What? This play right here. Oh, they stopped the run. So there's two big plays that got them back in the game. That long run by Saquon.
Yep,
And
that
this
big
right
throw.
here, which I think was just a busted coverage.
Because that's Shepard.
The next play was just a busted coverage.
Yeah, that's horrible coverage. That is and horrible tackling.
I don't know what he playing. What he playing?
Man, it ain't no coverage allowed.
There's no safety in the middle of the field, and he playing like he got help.
Yeah, and he bit on the hesitation that Shepard didn't do. he bit on the hesitation that Shepard did not do. Let me look at this again, Coach. Watch this. The cornerback is gonna bite on the hesitation right here. Right, hold on. Right there, you see him bite. Shepard didn't even do nothing. Hold on, real quick. This is called guessing. If y'all want to know what that's called guessing. So when they say you're guessing, boss, or my coach will say that, boss, don't guess. See, this is guessing. This is where you try to anticipate what you think this receiver gonna do. It's clear. He literally bit on a move that Shepard didn't do. Look, he bit on it for nothing. What? This is just horrible defense, man.
Bruh. I'm tell you something, another thing, boss. He can't think he got help. He can see the safety in front of him. Hey, listen, if you can see, I would tell defensive backs, if you want to know if you got help or not, you should be able to see him. If you can see the safety, he ain't helping you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, listen. And then we got a John fan. He said, "Yo, boss, well, we got some John fans that walk up in the house. Hey, well, welcome. Y'all come on in here." He said, "Yo, boss, good show, my guy. You got to keep in mind we playing without two of our best defensive players, Thibodeau and Oz. Hey, all right, bro. We playing without a quarterback. What you saying? What you saying, bro? Okay. Excuses. I ain't got no listen. We playing without our quarterback. Shoot. But hey, man, welcome to the show.
They playing ball. This guy playing cover. He think they playing. I don't know what he thought he playing. He thought he playing cover 2. But if you play cover 2 and you can see the safety back of his numbers, then you ain't in cover 2.
Yeah, man. I think that was. Listen, that cornerback need to get hit in his mouth. That's the only thing that should happen in the locker room. Somebody should go right up to him and just, bro, what was you thinking?
Because I guarantee he come sideline and say, I thought I had help. Coach probably say, did you see the safety? Yeah, I saw the back of his numbers. So how he helping you?
Daywalker Vaughn. There you go. My boy Daywalker say, and we starting without our left tackle. Exactly, man. We got a rookie out there playing left tackle that had no reps in training camp at left tackle. And Coach Marv, let's talk about this for a minute. You know what I've been thinking today? Just keeping it real.
What's that?
I've been thinking, oh, that was good ball. Good ball by Tannehill. I was thinking, did we get the best tackle in the draft?
Probably so, yeah. Look like we got the best tackle in the draft. And hold on, let me say this about this play. Where was this play at, boss?
The fit? Nah, it went on the field.
In the middle of what?
The field, got you. Then D say, we 2-0 and y'all 1-1. All right, cool. We go settle it Monday. We'll settle it Monday. But hey, welcome to the show.
We got 2 things.
Welcome to the show.
We got 2 things in the draft, boss. I think we got the best tackle and the best guard.
Oh, I feel you, Coach. I feel you. Ooh, y'all better, man. What's a button for Coach? Ooh, we got the best tackle, and man, y'all better listen to Coach. Ooh,
bruh.
Finish him.
Wrong button.
I think he'll play even better at guard. I'm not saying he's not a future left tackle, but he'll be awesome at some of the same mistakes we seeing, some of the little small mistakes in space. They won't be no mistakes. He'll be hurting people.
Say, Say, I'm gonna give Tyler Smith one more week, and I'm gonna start saying he was the best tackle in this draft. And guard, to your point. Ooh, Will McClay. Man, you cold. Whatever Will McClay be doing. Man, both these teams are. Hold on, where's my button? Hold on, D say, y'all don't got no one offense that scares us. Better hope Cooper can handle our blitz.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I don't think. I hope they don't think the Lamb really scared y'all last couple years.
Cooked y'all, and you know, Lamb cooked y'all. You already know. You know, listen. I know the difference between real confidence and fake confidence, bro. That's fake confidence, D. Stop it. You ain't got no real confidence in your New York Giants. We owned y'all too much.
I want to tell him this when he's talking about the Giants. Tell the Giant fan to go up and check and click on Ezekiel Elliott and check his career stats against the Giants. I know he averaged about 100. I ain't just talking about last year. I'm talking about every year he done played. He averaged about $125 against the Giants.
Yeah, and listen, you also know, D, and just keeping it real, bro. That's why I say it's not cocky. Just without going through no stats, without going through no data, just looking at what we looking at, y'all also. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it like this: we scarier on offense than y'all are. With Zeke and Pollard, we are scarier than y'all, cause y'all ain't got nothing going.
And boss, we were saying about they stopping the run. They not. I mean, they stopped some plays. They not just shutting the run down. It just Tannehill throwing incompletion after incompletion after incompletion with no pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means y'all receivers.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
How much pressure on this play?
Yeah.
How much pressure?
None.
That's 7-on-7. He could have waited for the guy to get open. He ain't had to throw the ball in.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Look at Henry. They can run the football.
Yeah, they should have kept running the football. They start trying to go to Tannehill.
Boss, this is the play I told you. That's the sprint draw, boss.
Yeah,
that's the sprint draw. Mm-hmm. That's the play I told you right there would kill him.
And it worked
earlier.
earlier.
The flag here. If you go back and watch that play, that's the sprint draw from under center, sprint back, running back take a counter step, then he come forward, you give him the ball, that spreads everybody out. He can bust those runs up the middle on him.
I rewinded it. And then another thing too on the sprint draw. It's the sprint draw, and then again, where they go lose again? Where are they gonna lose again? What is this touchdown gonna be? Throwing to the running
1, 2,
back.
3, bam.
You know what I'm saying?
Tony Pollard and Zeke would eat that alive right there. That play right there would run. We would run 100 yards on that play right there. Just alone.
His best runs have been off that sprint draw. Mm-hmm. His
bam,
best runs. Yeah. But check this out. Look. Running back out the backfield. Linebackers can't cover, and 6.
Yep, running back out the backfield. See, they don't cover the flat at all.
So
they didn't even come to the flat. Remember I told you earlier in this film that they don't cover the flat?
Yep. Them linebackers can't cover. It's real clear how to attack the New York Little Giants. It's clear. At least from game 1. It might be different on game 2, but from game 1, it looked like them linebackers are in coverage. And then put Pollard on that? Oh, man. They better be killing. If you don't leak out Dak and Zeke and run a lot of screens against the Giants, that's what the tape say.
What I would do, boss, I would keep if we went 12 personnel, I would put my backs up there like they're gonna block, but I don't need them to help because I think I can handle their guys one-on-one. but I'll put them back there in the box, and then I won't go ready. I'll give it a count, right? And then I release them in the flats, looking down the field, and throw the ball on time and throw it good. I don't think these guys will be able to tackle our backs one-on-one. Or if they do tackle them in the first quarter, the second and third and fourth quarter, they ain't going to turn those tackles down. Especially with Zeke. They're going to turn that down. They ain't going to want that no more.
Oh, my boy Michael Lockhart said, "Boss, hush your mouth." I know, right? Giving it away. You right. People say, hush. Don't be telling people how to attack. I agree. Yeah. But it's obvious though, man. Come on now. I mean, the film said, I'm sorry. It's clear that they linebackers can't cover. It's clear. They stopped the run pretty good. But on pivotal downs, third and short, I'm attacking their linebackers in coverage.
Watch this play right here. If we keep them in the box, 99 does a good job keeping contained, keep him in the box, make him go up through the middle, we'll kill it. That's the rush on Jones. On Danny Jones.
Yep.
I see Michael Parsons. I see him at least getting a sack, at least one or some heavy pressure when we put him on the linebacker and we attack those guards with him coming up the middle.
Man, it's cool to be watching raw film with y'all, man. This is the type of stuff I do by myself. This is the first time I actually watch film to try to get a tendency of a team live. I've never done this. I was just thinking today as I was driving, I was like, boss, you're gonna do some homework. Go live. You're not gonna be teaching. You're not gonna be telling everybody what's getting ready to happen. It's like, you know.
They'll come back to that sprint draw again. When they pull, that was a bad read by Derrick Henry on that one. He should have stayed outside.
Yeah, he should have stayed outside. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he should have stayed right off the tight. He should have trusted the tight end block and trusted the two. Anytime a running back going there, you see is a guy and another guy. You got to trust that they're going to make a block and you got to run off there.
The Reaper said, I can see Parsons getting 2 or 3 sacks this game. I can see that too. One of these games, Parsons going to get him 4 sacks.
This week. Look at the guy wide open in the middle of the field and you still throwing these little outs. Tennessee got the same problem we got. They don't even attack. They don't even put no receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, they got 2. Was it any pressure on that play?
None.
Why you do the ball so
It ain't
fast?
been no pressure on Tennessee all day. You right. The Giants don't get no pressure.
What is he throwing the ball? What is he doing? Why is he throwing the ball like he had somebody coming in? He had more time to wait for somebody to get open. He had no pressure. He playing 7-on-7, and he's throwing the ball like it's people climbing all over top of him.
Hey, y'all. The next time, I'm going to do this totally different, all right? And it's going to speed it up, all right? I'm going to just let y'all know. Today, I just let it roll. I'm never going to do that again, all right? The next time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click play by play. That's going to speed it up, all right? It's going to make it way faster because we don't have to watch every one of these plays twice. We get it the first time. You know what I'm saying? You know, just keeping it real. So, we all improve as we go. You know what I'm saying? We think of things as we go. We get more efficient.
That's Saquon again?
Yes, Saquon. No, that wasn't Saquon. That was Tony. Good play call, too. D. That boy D said, Tennessee was the AFC champions last season. All right, bro.
Yeah.
It's obvious when you're trying to talk yourself into it, bro. That's why I say you got fake confidence.
Yeah, but every team is different from the year before. I mean, every team is different. You know.
Yeah.
It's a whole different season. Every team, believe it or not, every team changes out at least 10 to 20% of their roster every year. So it's never be the exact same team. and you'll never know how players come in, and you have different coaches and everything. So, but their basic philosophy, they are a physical football team. I just think they lost this game offensively because they got no pressure, and if you got no pressure on your quarterback at all, you should complete more passes than these passes because you have time to sit there and wait for guys to get open. You throwing it in tight coverage like you rushed.
These boys.
And I think if Tannehill used his legs more, he would have been all right.
These boys so lucky we ain't got Cooper. We'd have put 80 on you.
Saquon, you really don't want to be hit.
You say Saquon on what? I wasn't even looking at him. He missed the block.
Yeah, I don't think he ain't the physical type guy. He want to jump around. He don't want. And let's look at him in blocking. If he's blocking, let's see what he's blocking.
Yeah, Saquon lead blocking.
See, yeah, I didn't even notice that. I said, yeah, I was the first. I said, well, let's see how physical when he blocks, and we see how physical he is when he blocks. He doesn't even try to do that.
Yeah, man, Saquon very.
Not saying he's a good player. He does what he's doing. He's not a pounder. I don't know what's with these Penn State running backs. Ain't none of them can really stay healthy.
Yeah, Ron. My boy Ron said, I'm mad I missed the beginning of this. Yeah, man, just rewind it when we finish, big dog. You know, we got you. And then we gonna be doing this again. We gonna be doing this again, bro. We gonna just, I'm gonna start opening up some of my processes to y'all. I'm gonna start doing that. I just think it makes sense. You know, instead of just coming after I've done research, I'm gonna do research with y'all. It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at it together. Then I want to figure out some ways to make this more interactive. You know, maybe next time I just invite Coach on the show. That way I can have Coach actually in the show, but then I can take more calls as we going through it. You know, this is our first time we did this. We gonna get better. We gonna get smarter. You know, that's how it is.
I can guarantee you. I've seen a lot of them, but I ain't never seen nobody that actually really go through what their process of how they go through and how they evaluate things. And that's important. If anything, when you're trying to learn a process, it's good to know what processes went into what their product.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they got the label got all the ingredients in.
Ooh, Daniel Jones is a dummy. Boy, Daniel Jones got some very bad judgment. Ooh wee. Every time he run that ball, he does the wrong thing.
So
I'm talking, he does the wrong thing.
A dumb pass, a long run by Saquon. Oh, who got here in the end zone back there in that play? They buffed the punt.
But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Some part of my process I can't say. I just can't. Some things is confidential. I can't tell you everything because I might work for a team one day. I'm dead ass serious too. I want to be a scout. I'm dead ass serious. Yeah, this Jones is boo boo. I'm dead serious. If I end up being a scout, I can't tell you everything. But I tell you what, I got a process of why I picked Jefferson as my number one receiver, why I picked Taylor as my number one receiver, why nobody with Boss Cowboy Sports had a problem with the Tyler Smith pick. None of us. Live. Yeah. Rodriguez, who a lot of people laughed at when I was saying he was one of my top linebackers. Go look at him in Detroit right now. I got a good way to scout. I'm not saying I'm Will McClay, but I trust my process. I do. My process got good results. So
stretch play don't run well with him. Come on and pull some linemen.
I agree.
Sprint draw. See right here. See. Here's that same play when I said the running play. Here's the fake sprint draw. Here's the play action. Look at the lineman. Same action with the lineman. Now you get behind the linebackers, bam. you could run this play 5 or 6 ways and kill a team with this one action.
Sprint draw. D keeps saying we'll see Monday. I know we go see Monday. We go all watch it Monday, big dog. We go all see. All that fake confidence, bro. You don't even believe your team good, bro. Y'all been trash so long, bro. I get it though, man. You gotta try to talk yourself up. You don't even believe in your 2-0.
Fake the sprint draw this time and throw it. Linebackers coming up. Fake it. Bam. Screen.
Yeah, that's a good play too. Coming off the sprint draw.
You could boss. You could run this action and run a whole lot with this because watch the linebackers.
That was good.
They gotta attack it. See, now they looking around.
Mm-hmm.
See how now they hurry up and try to get out. Now they too far out of there.
Yeah, that was
they
good.
They gotta honor that.
Yeah. Noted, coach. All right, let me see.
That's a bad play.
That's horrible play. Yeah. Tennessee.
It
looked like Tennessee should have paid their receiver. Looked like Tennessee should have paid their receiver. They should have kept AJ.
Yeah, Tennessee.
They should have kept AJ. They should have kept. Yeah, y'all looking real womp without AJ.
Well, they say AJ he nursing a little hamstring, but he played last week. But the reason why they got rid of AJ and Julio, they can't stay healthy, man. Julio didn't play. You know, Julio ain't play game 2. He might not play game 3.
I didn't even know that, Coach. Coach,
is
that all you do?
Game,
Let me ask you a question, Coach. Is that all you do is watch every game? What game do you not know about, Coach?
I heard that today.
Okay,
they were talking about the Tom Brady ain't gonna have no receivers. They signed Cole Beasley today.
Yeah.
Because they said they may not have none of the receivers. They said Godwin may be out again, Julio may be out again, and Mike Evans suspended.
My boy D say, if we win or lose, I'll be around. Yeah, bro, come back to the channel, bro. This is a good channel. We talk a lot of football on here. And today, we're not doing a lot of deep analysis. This is more so kind of observing, and then I'm going to give my bullets at the end with Coach. We go kind of talk about, what we observe from just going through the 22, and just looking. This is just kind of where I'm looking for the flash. This is not where I'm looking for the patterns. And the tendencies. That's not this film session. I'm looking at where the liabilities are and where the matchup issues are and opportunities for Dallas. So I'm just kind of giving you a general skeleton of when I'm reviewing All-22 and just watching. I'm looking for tendencies. I'm looking for matchup opportunities.
Let's get this here.
Yeah, man. And I'm looking for flash. Those are the 3 things I'm looking for. So if you're looking for flash, just kind of explaining it. When you see flash from your opponents, that's also a risk to your team, right? So let's say if you were seeing Michael Parsons, he would be obvious flash, right? So then when you see his flash, or flash is person that's popping out, making plays, right? Then it's okay, how would we counter that flash if they was going against us? So that's why I go through my process like this. Just kind of explaining it as I'm watching All-22. So everybody do it different, you know what I'm saying? But if we was really breaking them down, you would also want to break them down by patterns based on formations. You will want to see the tendencies of what they do when they line up in certain formations, how they actually set up certain plays, offensively and defensively. Then you want to see how they also just flat out play. The worst thing about this particular film, just being honest and just kind of explaining this as I look at it, oh man, Daniel Jones is leading with his head every time. This dude is an idiot. Daniel Jones got to be the biggest dummy quarterback. He lead with his head. He don't know how to slide for nothing.
No, he don't know how to slide. Somebody get knocked out.
He gonna get knocked out again. We gonna give him another concussion. You better not come at Dallas with this. That dude's still taking hits. It's not one time Daniel Jones did keep the ball that he didn't take a dumb hit. Every time. That boy, he gotta be the dumbest quarterback.
Hey, he took another hit.
Yeah,
Another on the side, unnecessary hit.
Yeah, man, this dude is the dumbest quarterback I've ever seen. I swear. Y'all need to go ahead and get rid of him. He just too dumb. If you don't know how to not take a hit, you are dumb. Big dumb.
They ran the ball in the second half. They still had well over 30 carries. So they're going to run the ball 30 times.
Ooh, that boy. Giants is fool's gold. Fool's gold, bruh. It ain't nothing to you, Giants. Nothing. Yeah, I said it. You guys are straight. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, smack. The only thing y'all got is Saquon, and it's clear based on game one. It might be different game two, but based on game one, artificial 2-0. We gonna mess around and knock Daniel Jones out again. Good drive. Good drive. Good drive, man. I sure thought y'all was gonna look better than this. Womp womp. Womp womp. They sure advertised y'all like y'all was doing something. Ooh, boy, that boy Saquon is nasty though. I gotta give Saquon his props. Boy, that boy Saquon, when it comes to agility, running the ball, taking hits, and just power and balance, ooh, man, that boy Saquon, nice. But forget Saquon. I don't even like how I said that. I kind of was too excited over Saquon. Y'all forgive me. Yeah.
You got to get them out of their comfort zone, boss.
What you mean, coach?
And we got to get them out of their comfort zone where we. Again, I think they killed the time of possession in this game, so they can have negative. Or they don't have one thing. They don't have no negative plays, but they are now explosive and they're very patient. But if we get them, like I said last year, if we speed them up, they'll turn the ball over. We got to speed them up though.
That boy called me sus. Nah, he's sus, big dog. I like football.
I want to be a Giants fan.
I'm sorry. I like good players.
I've never seen a quarterback have this much time in the game and not hit a lot of completions.
So this must be the end of the game because they're in the hurry up. Because the thing I was going to say, I forgot to say that I wanted to say. The problem with this particular film that I'm watching, you don't see the down and distance. You don't. So the problem with not seeing the down and distance is certain defenses and certain offenses. You get to see the judgment of the offensive coordinator, the quarterback, and sometimes the defense and the design based on situations. So you don't know the situations on this. That's also why next time when we do this, I'm gonna do the play-by-play where we can see the down and distances, like here, Can you see it, say Tannehill? No, you can't even see it on this. Well, I'm gonna have to do it a different way because I got another film breakdown that actually showed the down and distance. So we're gonna have to do it that way. You know what I mean? Because you can't really truly go through a deeper analysis without observing plays based on down and distance on both sides.
Yeah, because you really want to break down your third down and long, third down. That's your money down.
Yeah.
So you really want to break down what they do, what their tendencies on third down in 5 and more, and what they usually do on third down, 3 and 5 and less. Because that team's gonna go back to their money plays on there. You don't be going around trying to fish through the playbook on those games, on those plays, because usually you want to go to the plays that you do very well. It ain't no time to be trying to find something new on third down, because if you don't make it on third down, you're putting the ball. So
Right.
teams have very specific tendencies on third down, and they usually have like that big play sheet that y'all see Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy have on the sideline. It's all coded, and they have a certain slate of plays that they set out for third down and long, and third down and less, that they slide out based off the defense that they had, as well as what they do well. So you kind of figure them out, and then it comes down to execution.
That Tannehill is throwing much
execute the
better.
play.
Tannehill is throwing much better in the second half than he did in the first half. He's throwing much better. This got to be the end of the game. They trying to clock it. Yeah, okay. This is the end of the game. All right, so Coach, we gonna be able to talk a little ball real quick.
Right.
We'll talk a little ball.
Yeah,
We gonna talk about, and then that's the end of the game. So let me see. So they must have missed the kick. Is that what happened? Is that how New York
Yeah, I
won?
think he missed the kick and lost the game.
Okay. So they even barely 2-0. They are 2-0 when they should be 1-1.
Yeah, because they had no chance to win last Thursday. I mean, they got their doors blown off the next game. Buffalo blew their doors off. And hey, just a quick point. I did have a fantasy. Let me just give you this quick point. Boss, Monday night, I had a fantasy game, which I done won this fantasy league 3 years in a row. Right?
Coach.
I went into this fantasy game down 100 points with one player that left the play, and the guy I was going against. I was down 100 points, and the guy I was going against had 2 players left on the Monday night. So I was like, well, my way conceded. He had Brown. He had the kicker, and he had Brown for Philadelphia, the receiver Brown for Philadelphia. So I said, well, I guess I done lost this fantasy game because I ain't gonna catch up to no 100 points. But guess who I had? I had Diggs from Buffalo. And he went the hell off.
Ooh, he made you all that money. All right, Coach, let's get to football now. You know, like, let's talk about football. I'm going to start losing people if we start talking about your fantasy. All right, but from this film session, tell me what you see in terms of what you would have picked up just from watching game 1. We're not going to watch game 2. I'm not going to do that. I thought I was. Right. I'm not going to do that. We'll do it next time when I go through it much faster, right? Well, we'll watch 2 or 3 games. And when I do it the way that I said I'm going to do it, we're going to be able to get to 3 games. It's going to be much faster. We watch basically 2 plays per play. We watched it twice, and it just doubled the film review. So,
right.
What would you say, Coach, that you picked up tendency-wise, and then I'll talk about mine? Okay.
Now, offensively, I go offensive first.
All right.
Saquon is used in all areas of the field. Running game, passing game. They don't have no specific plays. They run him outside, inside. So their key is Saquon. And Daniel Jones is not going to throw the ball deep. He's going to throw a lot of safe passes. Offensive line, I'm not saying the offensive line is very, we don't see a lot of pool game in them when you talk about their running game. I don't think the offensive line protects particularly well up the middle. But as of the Giants, it's not really a lot to decipher. It's all about Saquon Barkley. We hold him to less than 60 yards. I don't see they got nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't think the offense is constructed for Daniel Jones to throw the ball with 340 yards, 400 yards.
Yeah.
So it's constructed for Saquon Barkley to get big plays. As you seen in the film, and the people could see in the film, and as we saw in the film, if you limit their big plays by Saquon Barkley, they really didn't have anything.
Yep.
Except that one big pass that, it was a bust. I believe that was still poor coverage. But
horrible.
If you limit the big plays by Saquon Barkley, where else could they go? Where else do you see them going to? We didn't see nobody else pop off the screen. We didn't say, ooh, look at that receiver. All that receiver is killing. That tight end is killing. We seen Saquon Barkley, and that's it. Defensively, linebackers are poor in coverage. They like to attack the run. They like to play going forward. Defensive tackles are big, but their lateral movement, so our pull game, and we saw that traps, counters worked well against their defensive line. None of the defensive backs really jumped off the screen. I don't think that Tennessee really challenged their defensive backs. Even though we have a receiver by committee, I don't think Tennessee had nobody as good as Lamb at all. So I think we should get some in the pass game. I didn't see anybody really, boss, that really jumped off the screen pass rush wise or all over the field at all. So nothing I've seen in the Giants overall. The kicking game was not good. Poor coverage, bad snap on the field goal. Nothing with the Giants really jumps off the screen saying that we should be very concerned about anything offensive, special teams, or defensively. And I just think we need to do a total team effort of corralling Saquon Barkley, and we should have and be physical with them. We should be okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Coach. I would say what I saw from just breaking down, and remember I told y'all when I'm watching it the way that I watched it today, I'm looking for flash, I'm looking for matchup issues, I'm also looking for flow, right? I'm trying to see what are the tendencies without looking at the formations to get my tendencies, and I'm trying to see where we could potentially have some liabilities because of the flash that I'm seeing, and just to basically potential playmakers. So to just review the film and just kind of talk through it. Let me put the film on real quick and kind of talk through it. So what I saw, if I just turn it on and play, what I saw, hold on. Yeah, so what I saw is Saquon is their offense. All right, that's pretty clear. I saw Saquon is their offense. Daniel Jones' judgment from watching just game one. I obviously got to go to game two. I will clearly say Daniel Jones' judgment is extremely poor. Extremely poor. So now, if you got to judgment one game, but he makes horrible decisions when the ball is in his hands. Like, it wasn't one time that I saw him make the right decision, even when it was clear he got the first down. He still was taking unnecessary hits, and he was just weird as a quarterback. So that also tells me he's going to try to be brave. He thinks some kind of way that they're smart, and we should try to give him another concussion. And I mean that. We should really try to tee off on him because he's horrible at sliding. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just saying, if I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is this dude go do, and what are the opportunities for Dallas? You get to hit this quarterback. Number 3, I saw opportunities at the right tackle. Did you see that, Coach?
Yeah.
I saw opportunities on their right tackle.
Slower feet.
Yeah. So to me, our pass rush is going to get there. It's go get there this game. The right tackle, that's the liability. That is where Michael Parsons is going to super eat. You can see it right there. I'm glad I said something about it. Let me rewind it real quick. You can see it right here. Just watch this and imagine that being Michael Parsons. Look at the right tackle. Look at the right tackle. And this is the type of flash I'm looking for. I'm looking for where can we take advantage of them. And imagine that being Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons makes this sack. right there. So, containment is key this game. That's what I also see. That you can't let Saquon outside. Him and Daniel. Like this is a disciplined containment game from watching it, just from what I just saw. We need to really try to get pass rush from the middle as well. To me, that's one of the good ways to really hurt Daniel Jones is pressure up the middle. And then on the defense, I definitely agree with you on the counter traps. Definitely. I think that's definitely what we got to do. Also, sprint draw, like you talked about, Coach, but also having a variation of options off that sprint draw, right? I definitely agree with that. I want us to attack their defense on a lot of high-low concepts with their linebackers, especially on pivotal downs. I see throwing to the running backs is something we should also do on key downs or when we're trying to score. Red zone type of stuff. You know what I mean? Or if we sitting on our 30. I think that's a good way to attack them because the linebackers, if I'm judging just game one, are very womp in coverage. I also would say this as I'm starting to close this out. That's from what I just saw. That 12 personnel and 22 personnel should be at least 20% of your 30% of your packages this game. I think 12 personnel and 22 personnel combined is going to be the key to this team. I think this should be a tight end catching game, and this should be a running back catching game, especially on key downs. And then as a matchup to them, that's going to give them problems. My key matchup from what I just saw will be Pollard. That's what I just saw from breaking this down. So, and then as we going through this together, I meant when I said this earlier, it's a lot of times, and I'm just being honest, I'm not taking no shots at nobody, but I just know that a lot of us as content people, we do y'all homework for y'all, and y'all appreciate it. That's why y'all come to our channels. But today, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about me presenting. Now, after breaking this down, I could literally cut this tape up and make a case on everything I just said, right? I would have to cut all of this up, like cut that tape up, but I could make the case based on what I just saw on game one. The next time we do this, all right? The next time we do this, I will suggest that you also take your notes out, right? Take your notes out. Because what it's going to do is going to help your eyes. It's going to help you prepare for the game better. It's going to also have you seeing where we actually having good strategy or bad strategy. Did you have anything else on that, Coach?
Yeah, I think that's a key point you just made. The last statement. When you watch it yourself and you see something, you see the other teams doing it to them, you wonder why we didn't do those same things. I take a case in point right quick, boss.
Yeah.
We watched last year, we watched teams run the ball against Arizona and kill them, right?
Yeah.
Then we got in the game and we wouldn't run the ball, right?
Right.
They go to the next week in the playoffs and they and the Rams run the ball 45 times and throw 17 passes and blow the game and blow them out. Because what they did is they watched the film before us and said, teams run the ball against this team. All thing you got to do is be committed to it, and you'll run the ball. So this is what we're saying is you watch this and you see the linebackers, and we see teams attacking their linebackers and getting completions. Then you'll wonder why if we go into the game and you never see us throw the ball to the back or even attack the linebackers at all with passes. And you'll say, well, I saw that they was attacked. Why are we not doing that? So that gives you some validity of saying when we come back later on and we say what happened in the game, y'all will be on these telecasts and say, hey, boss, Why we didn't attack the linebackers? That's what we saw on the film. That's what we saw when we were doing our little homework with y'all. Why
Right.
we didn't attack the linebackers?
Say it, coach.
So-
Say it. Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Why didn't we throw it? Why didn't we throw it to
film
the
study
right?
gives you your eyes.
Right.
As Boss has always told you, trust. Hear what people say, right? But trust your own eyes.
Right. That's real. That's facts. So, notes about me. All right. So notes about me. Things I'ma change about my next film session. I'm not gonna let it play. That's one. Cause I really do gotta write notes on things to improve for the next time I do this. No letting it play. We go pick the plays. We go up the ladder. Also, down and distance. All right, so we gonna be able to really go through down and distance. These are the things I'm gonna do on the next one. All right, well we gonna have a down and distance, which is gonna make us have like what Coach said. We need to see as much as possible. What was they doing on Monday down, third down, stuff like that, right? Number 3, we gonna have to get Coach on the show, right? So that we can take calls, and that's gonna make it more interactive. So I'm just taking notes as I was going through this, because this truly was the first time I did this. I was driving, I was like, yeah, boss, I know you're getting ready to look at a couple of games, but why do that in silence? You gonna have a 22,
Well,
you gonna look at it, like look at it with everybody.
Boss.
What you got, Coach?
I got a suggestion, boss.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay. Now, I think we had talked about this before. When we watch, let's say after the game goes, our own game, the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
A lot of fans out there, right? They hear the narrative that the 411 Network, all these other shows talk about bad play from certain players as Cowboys. Maybe a bad play by Dak Prescott, bad play, he played terrible, or the offensive lineman played terrible, right?
Right.
Some of these fake narratives, just like you did with the Steele and the Collins thing, sometimes we need to take it to the film and say, oh, the whole world is against Matt Forniak not playing well. He's garbage. We need to move somebody else in there because he's not playing well. Sometimes we need to take some of these narratives and take it to the film and say, well, the film shows this. I don't know why people saying that he was just that bad. He gave up a play, but that don't mean he played bad. Yeah. Sometimes, and then that would give people a idea to say, when they see it, and they'll go on their own and say, well, they say so-and-so plays bad, but Boss showed us how to go back and just, well, let me watch the game again and just focus on this one person and see if they played just that bad as the narratives out there that they're saying.
Great
and
idea.
most times you'll find out that they just picking out for blame, and they really didn't play that bad. They just may have had a bad play. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this. I think, Boss, that's what's very important about your show. That you kill narratives because you prove the narrative, if the narrative is correct or the narrative is false, by study, film, and actually looking into it deeply, and you're showing your fans how to look into things so they can trust their own eyes and not trust what people tell them. They probably didn't even watch the game, they just watched one highlight.
Right. So that must mean I'm kind of Belichick-ish.
Yeah.
Like Chris Carter-ish. I'm kind of Belichick-ish. No, I'm tripping. Yeah, Coach, I definitely wrote that down. And see, I like that because we can do that raw. Like through a raw film session, we can really go in raw. Like without cutting it up, without doing all this pre-work, I can go right in raw and address narratives. That's a good idea, Coach. Mm-hmm. Because you're right. When we address,
sometimes they say a team. Sometimes they say a team, man. I think last year they were saying, I think we played the Carolina Panthers. They were talking about how great it was against the run. But if you watch the 3 previous games before we played them, teams didn't try to run the ball against them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if you saw that, well, dog, they played three passing teams that threw 40, 50 passes, and they say, well, they're good against the run. So when we got in the film, when we got in the game, we actually ran the football. We ran over them. It was not that they were good against the run. They just was never tested. So sometimes you can see if a team is tested because you trust your own eyes and you see the flow of a game. So like I said, we have to understand, man, and what gives y'all such a great platform is being independent YouTubers, right? Is y'all have a chance to actually have access to kill the narratives that have been set that are incorrect.
Right. Yeah. And
and y'all not compromised to have to go with the narrative just because of ratings or go with the narrative because the people in the upper management said, no, this is a better story if we go with this narrative.
Right. Nah, we ain't built like that. Nope. We ain't built like that.
So,
and listen, my boy landlord, listen, y'all. My boy landlord say, sipping my drink with my pinky out, sir.
Hey, landlord, I hope you listening, man. Landlord, man, you did a great breakdown with receivers, man. I know you play a receiver, right? Man, you do great work, man. To showing about your experience as receiver, man. You know, you should do a breakdown, man, with those receivers, man, and see how you feel that they're running their routes and how they're doing well. Just like you did against October. I don't understand this Tober thing, boss. Let's talk. Hey, can you talk about that for 1 second, boss?
Let's go.
What's going on with this Tober thing, man?
I think
are the Cowboys saying we got a bust?
Nah, he ain't. Hell nah, he ain't no bust. I
don't know what they doing with this Tober thing. Is he in the doghouse? Has he said something to someone to get in the doghouse?
No, Coach. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I think it's what Mike McCarthy said. Option routes. So you coming from a system to where basically your offense told you, if you beat your man, we go get you the ball. This offense is saying, you might beat your man, but we need you to beat your man by getting to a spot, not based on your gifts, your talents, and what you've acquired over years of perfecting your craft. So if you can't read a defense, because how many times have we been watching them, Coach, and you'll say stuff like, why are two receivers in the same spot? Right? Mm-hmm. That's because one of them read the defense wrong. And likely, as a rookie playing receiver, coming into a system where you got to be able to read cover 2, cover 3, 2-man, all the different coverages, disguises, cover 4, all this different stuff, post snap at an instant is likely slowing him down. And that's why you heard rumors like Stephen Jones saying we might have thrown too much at him too fast. That's, to me, to answer your question, to me, that's pointing at the failure of our system. That's what I think going on. Just being real.
And so this kills this narrative. Are we talking about CD? This goes okay. Let's move that to CD Lamb. Are we talking about CD Lamb is not a number one, or are we talking about CD Lamb is not used at his capabilities he came out of college with, and his best capabilities? So he could be free to be that true number one, or we are trying to incorporate him into a system that doesn't make him utilize his skill set to best.
I would say B.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. That's just like using Tyreek Hill if he got all the speed, but you never run him on go routes.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying and this is something I'm just saying to you for your viewers to understand. When Boss does these breakdowns of all these people, like he was talking earlier, and him and the guys do all this breakdown of their film of on receivers or when guys get drafted and they show a skill set of these guys coming out of college. And then you see them come into pros and you find that they're doing something totally different for what their skill set was in college, right, that made them great. And then they struggle. That's on the coaching staff not using the guy to his best capabilities. That's not on the player.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Let me take this comment right quick from my brother out of H-Town, Studewood, man. And you know Studewood, out of respect from H-Town, where I spent a lot of my life, I'm going to wear my hat like you as I read this comment. Because, see, there's a certain kind of way my boys out of H-Town rock their hats. They rock it to the side. Here at home. All right, so now I'm H-Town right now. All right, this is what my boy Studewood said. He said, boss, I must admit, I was definitely doubting the Your Voice Matters movement until I began to see the mainstream media and team ownership speaking and defending thoughts from the underground. Salute. And I appreciate the honesty, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it was times I doubted Coach Marv and he proved to be right. We all do that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad that we have an environment to where we keep it real with each other like that. And to where now a lot more people starting to see when we bring our voices together, it do matter. It matters a lot. And it's a lot of people that also listen to us for ideas. Me and Jay Tuck was talking about it today. We was talking about the fact that, and just keeping it real, we do still need the mainstream media and they need us too. Like, I get a lot of content from the 105.3 The Fan. I get a lot of clues from listening to Michael Gelkin on what's going on. We really do need each other. And the beautiful thing that's starting to happen more and more with the YouTube, podcast, social media movement of the Dallas Cowboys is you starting to see really the divide between mainstream and allegedly underground is we not even underground no more. We above ground. Like, keeping it real. Like, you got a lot of people that I guess was underground that's now above ground, you can say. You know what I mean? It's almost where do you want to kind of make your influence? I want to be an independent guy because I feel like as an independent guy, I get to tell the truth unadulterated. I just get to say it and I get to say what they can't say. And sometimes I'm their cover. I'm the one that's saying what they wish they could say. You know, so it's almost like knowing where you fit.
Boss, you know something?
Yo.
And sometimes the mainstream media, like the Gelkins, right?
Yeah.
So you alley oops, so you will say it.
Yeah. You. Right. He sure did. Yeah. And nobody can tell me that Mike McCarthy don't have an alley-oop session going on right now with Mike McCarthy. Michael Gelkin and Mike McCarthy are working together. I don't care what nobody say. Because how does Michael Gelkin always ask the perfect question? He laying up them alley-oops. He sure is. You know.
And you have to work around. And like I said, that's called a workaround, and that's in anything. Sometimes you have to work around to still get your point across when you're in those type of situations. But that's where they both of them meet each other, and they have someone have a good relationship that they understand. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of mainstream guys that's in this, that listens to the Boss Cowboys, the Laws, the Big Game James, the J Tucks, all these shows.
They listen
because they get ideas from you all.
They sure do.
So it works hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
But
I get ideas from them
about
too.
The mainstream, I'm gonna say this though, but what I hate about some mainstream as well as some YouTubers, we have to be very careful in the cowboy land, because sometimes you have to understand, do we really want to win? Right?
Ooh.
Because it's a lot more popular for the Cowboys to have success and didn't have failure, right? For some people, than for the Cowboys to go undefeated and win a Super Bowl and dominate the NFL. Because then there's no stories.
Yeah. Also, y'all keep in mind, Landlord and Boss Cowboy Sports, we getting ready to do a show Friday. All right, so we already set it up. It's gonna be 6 o'clock Central. So it's gonna be the first time I'm actually going live with the homie. All right, so it's gonna be me, him, and Jay Tuck. We also trying to fill the house with other people. I'm trying to invite DMV. I'm trying to see if Rome gonna be out there. So
hey, I want you to ask Jay Tuck. I want you to ask Jay Tuck something from me, boss.
What's that?
Jay Tuck is a big tight end guy.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Ask Jay Tuck. I would guarantee you, Jay Tuck does not like us not using these two young tight ends in the passing game or in the passing game at all. We haven't used them at all in the passing game in the last 2 games. But I would guarantee he would. 2 tight end catching tight ends will make this offense very hard to defend, and it would give CeeDee Lamb so much. Not just one good tight end catching, 2 tight ends catching will give these receivers more room and will allow them to do a lot more work in the field. But we have one blocking tight end, and I don't even think I don't know how many times Jay Ferguson has been in a pattern this year.
Coach,
I don't even think we ran him out of the pattern. I'm trying to figure out. I don't look at a lot of film. I'm like, I don't even remember him. I know he got targeted. I don't even know if he ran down the field for a catch.
but Coach, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm kind of footballed out right now. I can't take no more, Coach. I know you can go all night. You done took your Viagra. You ready to go.
I just wanted when
I can't handle no more, Coach.
And I know how good I know how much he loved tight ends.
Whoo, my
Coach,
coach.
that idea to him.
Coach is ready.
Well, boss, man,
I can't handle no more,
man.
Coach.
I really appreciate, man. You give me the opportunity to watch film. You know, I love watching film. You know, I talked to you earlier. I already watched. I watched the Carolina film on the Giants somewhat. So I was glad I got a chance to watch the Tennessee game. I did watch that Tennessee game, man. But like I said, always, man, you do a great job of interacting with your people, man, to the show and to football, man, and that's good, man, because you can enjoy the game a whole lot more, people, when you actually know the game.
Yeah, but appreciate it, Coach, man. That was Coach Marv. Coach Marv, appreciate you.
All right,
okay.
All right, boss. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, that was Coach Marv. So we gonna make all them changes we talked about too. We gonna make the next time we do this so much better. And my boy Zaire Jackson said y'all should have been got Landlord in here. I know, you know what I'm saying. But listen, I don't like to force relationships. I like them to truly happen organically. It does help when people do get to know me because I'm a very direct person. And if you don't know me, sometimes you'll take me wrong. So I like how me and Landlord did it. We actually built a relationship behind the scenes before we start talking about public shows. Because sometimes you even got to watch my content for a while, to be honest. You got to watch how I move so that, because it took some people a while to like my channel because they was like, Boss is negative. Boss don't want to win. He don't really care about the Cowboys. He's just a conspiracy theorist, you know. But after a while, they'd be like, no, Boss is about solutions. Boss is trying to bring ideas, but you can't bring ideas until you talk about the problem. You can't talk about the solutions until you say, this is the problem. This is how to fix it. So over time, it just grows your credibility. And I'm just being honest. I'm being all the way honest. It did feel good to hear Coach McCarthy say what I was saying. When I was saying, Kellen Moore, keep your system. You ain't even gotta abandon it. Just put a knob on it to where you can go to your playmakers and your best guys when your system has been figured out or not working and you trying to get that offense revived. And Mike McCarthy came out and said almost the exact same thing when he said this is almost as old as football, to have plays designed for all your best guys. He was taking a direct shot at Kellen Moore. But that's also why, just keeping it real, you gotta have somebody that's giving you that blunt truth. Not content that's just making you feel good. Sometimes you gotta feel bad before you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will never find the right relationship until you get out the wrong relationship. You know what I'm saying? So when people understand that, then they understand Boss Cowboy Sports. And I'm glad, going back to this, me and Landlord first start getting to know each other before we was like, hey, let's do some shows. Cause then I'll say something and he'll be like, man, you ain't even no fan, dog. I'll be like, bro, yes I am. I'm a big fan. I just fan this way. I fan by keeping it real, dog. And so that now that Landlord know that, he ain't gonna never take me wrong when I'm challenging or holding people accountable that I think will make us better. But man, I really enjoyed this today, man. I got a chance to sit back and talk football with y'all. It's gonna be way better next time because we gonna actually have the phones on and Coach Marv and somebody else is gonna be a part of the show. But advertising was getting ready to happen. We got the big homie Landlord coming in Friday. All right, he gonna be coming in with J Tuck and we gonna fill the house. We gonna try to fill it up with some other content creators that know ball. And this is gonna be the first time a lot of us coming together, so this is gonna be real. This is gonna be my first time doing the show with the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Landlord extremely talented, man. I love the newness and the freshness and the creativity that he brings. I love it. I don't like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I love how our community, man, our community is so talented. We got an extra talented community and we all push each other. You know what I'm saying? We push each other to do better. All I ask is this though. I'm gonna say this though. If y'all gonna take people concepts, bro, can you at least change the name, bro? Can people like just straight plagiarizing what other people, even a segment, bro? Like when people come up with stuff, all of us put thought into this stuff, bro. Like have some respect for the originality. I'm talking to the content creators because I'm just straight up. I'm being straight up. I see way too much straight up plagiarizing going on. Yeah, and it's actually whack. It's very whack. Like there are rules and etiquette. Why do you think I always show where I got my content from? That take a second to give the Dallas Cowboys YouTube credit for where I got their interviews or the fan or wherever I get it from. Just give them credit. They want their clicks too. I'm just being real. Like I'm just saying, like there also needs to be some etiquette. Another thing I'm gonna say about etiquette: stop going to people's channel advertising your channel. Don't do that. I shouldn't have to say that, but I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that on other people's channel. Some of y'all trying that on my channel. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm not gonna let you just come on my block. I'm just gonna, no, I work too hard for original content for you to come freeload on my block. Nah, I'm gonna be very hard on that. See, because what some of y'all doing is you treating people like they soft. And this ain't no threat. What I'm saying is I would check the fuck out of you though. I'm just being honest with you. All right? I just want to be clear on that. You know, because people work too hard, man. So just, I'm talking to the content creators. All right? Just have some basic respect. Why do you think me and Landlord click so fast? Because he respectful. When he come in, He'd say, "What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? What's going on?" He don't just come in, "Hey, I got this video. I got this. Come to my channel." What the fuck y'all doing, man? Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Like that's actually thirsty. Do you need subs that bad? If you need subs that bad, do this. Make some good content. And I guarantee you'll get the subs. Another thing you can do if you want subs that bad, make more content. Work harder. But to just rip or go to somebody and just solicit, nah, bro. I'm gonna let y'all know y'all ain't gonna be able to do that with me, and y'all gonna get the Oak Cliff full version of Boss. Nobody wanna see Oak Cliff Slide B. Trust me, nobody wanna see that. And this ain't even no threat. I'm just saying, bro. Let me be grown by respecting me. All right. Let me be. Don't let me show y'all. I'm just being real. Don't let me show y'all. Because, and I'm gonna say this, and I mean this. This is a source of income for Boss. You not gonna take money out of my kid's pocket, bro. Sister, whoever you are, you not gonna take money out Boss kid's pocket. I worked too hard to build this, dog. And I took some bullets building Boss Cowboy Sports with the OC. We took some bullets. We got called out publicly a couple of times by people that's bigger than us right now. Yeah. So when we take all that type of heat, we gonna take this brand very serious. Very. We ain't gonna let you talk about us. We not gonna let y'all. I'm keeping it real right now, bro. I don't feel like playing. So I'm just gonna tell you straight up. We not gonna let nobody, especially anybody bigger than us, sully our name. We ain't gonna never do that. Never. We coming at whoever. So let's just all keep it. Let's play in the playground the right way. That's all I'm saying. Let's all of us. But Landlord coming out Friday. Y'all look out for that. So yeah, man. Yeah, Montana. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why I'm addressing it. That's exactly why I'm addressing it, big dog, because it is lame. So, but I want to say this, man, because I want to go back to the thing I used to say when I first started. Because this channel is about solutions. And when you step out and talk about the things that we talk about, sometimes you can make enemies. But you also got to know that comes with trying to be loyal. And a lot of people starting to finally understand that about this channel. Sometimes I'm wrong, but everything that I'm saying and everything that we're saying over here at Boss Cowboy Sports is trying to put ideas out there that's going to help us win. Sometimes that's challenging your own brothers. Y'all see me and the OC go at it. You see me and Law go at it. You see me and Big go at it. But we go at it with the spirit of trying to get the truth out there, man. That's all we doing. We consider that loyal. And if you end up being right, we rock with that. Some people are devoted though. And see, devoted mean you go rock with it with don't matter what they do. So somebody said in my chat one day, you just support the organization no matter what. No, sir. That is the definition of devoted. When you devoted like that to what the Jones and them can do whatever. They can sabotage their own success. They can throw their own coaches under the bus. They can fire the wrong coaches and hire the wrong coaches and be like, but I'm gonna support you regardless. No, I don't. That's devoted. And being devoted is a sucker. What you're supposed to be is loyal. So when you're loyal, what you do is you say, hey, I feel like y'all going in the wrong direction. And they might say, I feel like you're wrong. But because I'm loyal, I'm confronting you because I want you to be okay, boss. I want you to do well. I want you to win what you want. So I'm gonna be loyal, which at this time goes with making you angry. So With Boss Cowboy Sports, for those who don't know, we strive to be loyal, never devoted. I always concluded all my shows like that. I'm gonna start doing it again so y'all understand the spirit of what we do. But in the meantime, y'all continue to share this content, man, because that's what's really growing the channel. And y'all look out, we gonna have a big week, and we'll have more big weeks coming. And we gonna enjoy this whole season. We gonna rock this whole season. But y'all stay up, man. It's Boss Cowboy Sports with your voice matter. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.